Hello, I'm Crystal and welcome to my YouTube channel. Yay, stuff. I will be reviewing a book I read today, and it's called Pretty Little Secrets, and it's by the author Sara Shepard, author of the Pretty Little Liars book series. And it looks like this. Wow, that looks kind of cool, right? Story that's not necessarily a prequel, it actually takes place in between books 4 and 5, I believe. And I really liked this story. This is sort of a guilty pleasure series for me to read, but this book, it did take me a little while to get through because I was in kind of a reading slump, so the first maybe 150 pages took a little while, but once I was halfway through, I just flew through it. And these characters are just so fun to read about, all their crazy antics, and if you watch the television series like I do, I mean, it's still addicting. I really want to know who A is in the books and on the TV show. The characters and the events of this book take place over the winter break, so it's holiday season, it's Christmas time. All the liars are up to their dirty little secrets or their pretty little secrets. They have very interesting things going on. There's characters weaved in and out of all the novels and in all the books. So they have all their secrets trying to figure out what A is up to. I really do enjoy this book series. Sara Shepard just, these characters are so addicting for me to read as someone who, nowadays, I don't read a lot of contemporary books, except for maybe this series and a few others that I hear are really amazing, but I put those on the back burner recently because I've gotten really into fantasy and YA books that I love to read. But yeah, Pretty Little Secrets was really fun. I would say if you're just, a general fan of maybe YA or just want something to read, I mean, I flew through the last half of this, and it was just really fun and really good, and usually once I finish one of these books, I don't want them to end, so I will race out usually and get the next one. I have the next one, I just haven't gotten to it yet, and I will see how long it takes me to get to that one, but that one, usually the other books are much shorter. This one was pretty long. It's one of the longest ones in the series, and this is like book 12, technically, even though the events of this book take place in between books 4 and 5. But Pretty Little Secrets, I believe I gave it 3 stars on Goodreads, on my Goodreads page. I do like this series. This one, I will say, was really fun. It was guilty pleasure, as they all are for me. It's hard I can't find anything to hate about this book. I don't like what some of the characters do because it's just insanity, and you can't believe these girls do these things and they're also teenagers. But Pretty Little Secrets was actually really fun for me to read, and I just can't wait to start reviewing books more and talking more about everything that I love book-wise. And I also have a book haul coming very soon. So, yeah, this is just my short little thoughts and opinions on Pretty Little Liars' book called Pretty Little Secrets. So yeah, that's just basically my general thoughts on it. I don't really want to give a full summary because then I could sit here for 2 hours and talk about this book and all the characters and everything. I feel like you could read just about each character, if you have a favorite character and you just want to learn more about them, you can just read their little part because each section was of each girl of the book. They had chapters in it, but there was a section on each girl, on Emily, Arya, Spencer, and Hannah. And I found that really cool and really fun. It was a change of pace, kind of, from the usual hijinks you get into in Rosewood whenever you enter the world of Pretty Little Liars in book form. But I still love this series, and I'm going to keep going, and I want to know who A is in the books in this last half of the book series. I really want to know things. So yeah, those are just my general thoughts on Pretty Little Secrets by author Sara Shepard. And I feel like if you're just maybe thinking about getting into the series, but you don't really know where to start, I mean, I would say start at book 1, but if you, kind of want to see some things and just, want a quick read. This one, I mean, I usually don't get to fly through the books that much, but whenever I do, like this one, like I said, I flew through the last half of it, so that's basically the main reason I love it. I couldn't believe how fast I read the last half of it. I finished it, like the last 200 pages I read in like a day, and I hardly ever get to do that, so that was pretty fun. But this was a fun read, and like I said, guilty pleasure, totally guilty pleasure for myself. But if you're looking for something contemporary and kind of fun, the other books are not this long. Like this, look at that. That's kind of thick. But it's also the hardcover version, so that's probably why that was kind of silly of me. If I didn't want a long book, but oh well. But this helped me get out of my reading slump. So yay, no more, reading slump. Those were just my general thoughts on the Pretty Little Liars book, Pretty Little Secrets, and I will talk to you guys soon.